Chase,
Yes,
did you hear?
I did indeed hear.
You heard?
Well, I hear things
Did you
pretty
hear the thing?
um the thing.
Yes, the thing. Did you hear the thing?
The thing. Yes, it's clobbering time. The thing, right.
No, 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 no,
Mike,
no, no. Not the
Michael
character. Not the
Michael
character.
Chiklis,
Not.
great man.
Yes, okay, but we're not talking about the fictional character of Ben Grimm, the thing from the Fantastic Four. We're talking about the thing.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did hear. No, I did not hear. What's the thing?
Oh, would you like me to tell you what the thing is?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna
We
tell.
got iTunes.
We're on iTunes. Ah! And hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lights Camera Comics, Episode 6. I am your host, Joseph Gallion, and with me, as per the usual, is Mr. Chase Gallion. Yeah, alright then. Guys, welcome to the show where we talk all news in geek, film, and TV. We're going to go ahead and dive right into it. Just so you know, we split it up in 4 sections. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and miscellaneous. The first 3
Yes.
are the ones that usually get the main amount of news articles per week.
Correct.
But so what we're going to do is we'll let Chase go ahead and tell us which one we're going to start with. But before we do that,
Before.
ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
before.
if you want to follow either of us, I am Captain
If you want.
JSSG. Yeah,
JSSG.
yeah, I'm trying to do the description things. If you could. All right,
If you
so.
could.
Oh my gosh.
I'm your hype man.
Stop it. Okay, you know what? Fine, I need a hype man. Hit me with the hype man list, okay?
Okay.
If you want to follow me, I'm Captain JSSG on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. That's right.
Graham.
Let me tell you something about my boy Chase. If you
Me.
want to follow him on Instagram, he's
Yeah.
chase.galleon1.
Yeah.
His Twitter, even though he's never on it, is galleon underscore
right.
chase.
Never.
And his Snapchat is chase.galleon. You get
Yeah,
on there,
just follow
view
me.
our stories. We're probably not going to snap you back. That's
Yeah,
just the way it goes.
sometimes.
We don't know who you is. That's
Unfriendly faces.
unfriendly faces, especially if we don't know your faces. That's just
Such
the way it be.
disgraces.
Oh, bars.
Just kidding.
But yeah, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get into the news. So, Senor Chase, would you like to tell us what we're starting with? Marvel, DC, Star Wars, or miscellaneous?
Well, Senorita Josefa, I shall go with Star Wars.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, for news this week in Star Wars, there's nothing. All right, so
Nailed it.
what else would you like? Well, so miscellaneous Star Wars or miscellaneous DC or Marvel?
Miscellaneous. Let's go with that.
Okay, there's only one thing in miscellaneous, and it is so Julius Avery, the guy who's directing Overlord right now. Which, by the way, I want to go see that. I don't know. Have you seen the trailers for Overlord?
No.
Okay, it's like some J.J. Abrams produced, like, basically Call of Duty Nazi Zombies, the movie. That's basically what it is.
Man.
It actually looks good, and it's got like a 96 or something on Rotten Tomatoes. So, yeah, I want to go see it. I think it might be out now. I don't know for sure, but I want to go see that Bohemian Rhapsody this month. So, yeah.
Yes.
Before all of the nerd movies hit next month with Aquaman, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Bumblebee. So
That's very true.
you need to come down and come see freaking Bohemian Rhapsody and Overlord with me. That's a must. It's a must. But anyway, the gentleman who is directing Overlord, Mr. Julius Avery, has been tapped to direct the Flash Gordon reboot. Did you see the 80s Flash Gordon movie, Chase?
No.
Well, I mean, fun fact behind that. So Flash Gordon was one of those those serials like in like the like 40s and all that, where it was just it's a spaceman or whatever. And it was one of those old shows, and I've seen a few episodes of the original stuff, and it's not bad.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty good. I mean, obviously it's very dated, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Originally, there was going to be a Flash Gordon movie made in the early 70s by a new upcoming director who had only directed, like, I think one movie at that time, American Graffiti. And he was looking forward to directing it, but was turned down.
Oh.
And he said he couldn't make it. So he decided to make his own film. And George Lucas made Star Wars. So that's what happens. So, because of the success of Star Wars, they actually made a Flash Gordon movie in the 80s that Queen did the soundtrack for.
Ooh.
That's why you got the dun 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 Flash. Savior of the universe. That's what that's from. That's what that's from. Yeah, Flash. He'll save every one of us. That.
I gotcha.
I can keep going if you want me to. Do you want me to keep going? Okay, I didn't figure you'd want me to do that. But yeah, so apparently they're rebooting it.
Okay.
So,
do you think it's too late?
I don't know. There's been a big resurgence in like nerd movies and stuff like that as of recent. It just depends upon maybe like, do you think they're going to get another people to do the music for it? Because there's really no one like Queen right now, no one like no big band that I can think of right now that's like really popular in the modern, like in the public eye. Like, I mean, if you think of people that are popular right now, like people who make really popular music for everyone, like who are they going to get to do the music? Post Malone,
right?
I don't know.
And
like,
he's actually doing some of the stuff for Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. He just released a song. Still haven't listened to it, but I probably should. But okay, you know what would actually be interesting? I just thought about it because his style would be interesting for a sci-fi movie, and I know you'll like this. What about John Bellion?
Yes.
That would actually be kind of interesting because he does have a very unique sound, so that would actually be kind of cool.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Then again, I just realized the band that would be perfect for it, because they're basically replacing Queen and everything right now, is Panic at the Disco.
That's true.
They could just get Panic at the Disco to do the music, and that's implying that they'll even do like a band does a soundtrack.
Right, yeah. They might just do a normal score.
Which I feel like is kind of sad if they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, then it's just, it doesn't have that thing that, like, the 80s movie had that really made it stand out, I don't know. I hope they do that.
I gotcha.
I really hope they do, like, have a band do the music, because that'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be. And I feel like, as far as, like, vocal-wise goes, they're fairly similar artists, Freddie Mercury and Brandon Urie.
Yeah.
Which is, they're both amazing.
Yeah.
So
hey,
they could, either one of them would be able to kill it on a soundtracked album.
Okay, so ignoring your John Bellion fandom, would you rather see John Bellion or Panic at the Disco? Which do you think would be better?
Honestly, probably John Bellion.
Fair
because John Bellion has been a producer for like 6 years, and I believe Brandon Urie has just been recently getting into producing. Like, he's always written his songs, but he's not big in producing, and I feel like that's pretty, like, that's kind of needed in a sci-fi stuff, at least. Like, a lot of, if you want to go with that, like, science-y route, you got to have a lot of beats, all that good stuff.
Or they could just, like, do my favorite thing in the world and just get, Andy Mineo to do it. But anyway. Hey, real talk, someone that nobody knows, really, like, mainstream, Cortland Urbano could do it because he makes awesome beats. He's the guy who does a lot of the beats for people like Beautiful Eulogy, which is a group he's a part of. He's done it for propaganda, and he's made it for commercials and stuff like that. But they're making a whole new label right now called Nova Nimbus, and it's doing really well. So like that could be cool if they got something like that. But again, I doubt it because I don't know. It doesn't seem like his sound would be perfect for it. And I'll send you some of the stuff just so you can hear it. But that would be awesome. Have that kind of sound behind it. Because he's got this cool thing where it's beats, but he also has like string sounds in it as well. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's a really cool mixture of like it would be like a cool mixture between like a classical soundtrack and like a beat soundtrack. It would be really cool if they got him to do it, because that would be my pick. If I could pick anyone to do it, that would be awesome. I mean, it wouldn't be any lyrics, but But yeah, so that's it for miscellaneous. We're flying through it today, boys.
Nailed it.
Dude, Marvel or DC? This might be a short episode, I'll be honest with you.
It probably will be. Let's do DC.
DC, all right. Question, Chase. Do you think DC now has the high ground?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because they've cast Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he has the high ground. It's over, Marvel. I have the high ground.
No.
And Kevin Feige's like, you underestimate my power. Don't try it. And then they try it and they win, but because it's Marvel.
Right.
But anyway, Ewan McGregor, the guy who played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Star Wars prequels and recently played Christopher Robin in the Christopher Robin movie, has been cast to play Black Mask in the Birds of Prey movie. I just had a sip of my hot tea, so calm yourself. He's been cast to play Black Mask in the Birds of Prey movie coming out early 2020. Yes.
Possibly yes.
Yes
to the casting.
It's Ewan McGregor. He's good in everything he's in. Even though the prequels are really bad, he's still great in those. So
true.
Just putting it out there. Ewan McGregor is great in everything he's in. Seen Robots? He's lit. Yo, Robots is an underrated movie.
Did he do the main character?
Yeah, Rodney Copperbottom, dude. That is such a...
I didn't even think about that until...
Yep. That is such an ingrained part of my childhood, dude. We watched that so many times, and every time that I would like walk by without picking something off the floor or something like that, Dad would be like, hey, it's like what Big Will said. See a need, feel a need. And I was like, Daggum, stop using good movies against me, Dad. But like, friggin', no, that's, yeah, dude, Robots is awesome. Friggin' Ewan McGregor and Robin Williams, yes please.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't Amanda Bynes in that too?
Yeah, she played Piper.
Oh, you're right. Holy crap, dude! And that had a really good cast.
It did. There was a lot of big names, especially for the time.
Yeah, because that was really before like a lot of animated movies really got like super big. It was like during that time, early 2000s, where it was getting really popular, and then like now you get like really big names all the time.
That's very true.
It's kind of fun that they think that they got Sam Jackson in The Incredibles. But anyway, hey, we're not talking... we're talking about Birds of Prey.
Oh, Drew Carey was in that movie.
Drew Carey was in that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He played I can't remember his character's... Crank. Yes. Holy crap, dude. I can only think of... Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it fits so well. I was like, I think I know that dude's voice, but I can't remember who it is. It's Drew Carey! Dude, he shows up on in the movie first time, and he's like, "Hey, welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway?" Where the points don't matter. It's like, well, what? Hold on.
Said, wait a second.
Wait. But yeah, no, dude, that's great casting. That's really good casting. They cast Black Canary. I can't remember the lady they cast for it, but that's really good casting. I'm sure she's going to be a great Black Canary. You're looking it up. I can hear your keys typing. Um,
No.
no, shut up. But no, I think this might turn out to be good. Well, at least I hope it will. The Birds of Prey movie, but also it's also like I think something about Cassandra Cain in it, and I think Huntress too. I don't remember the casting if that was official, but I think that. Do you know who Cassandra Cain is?
No idea off the top of my head.
Okay. She is the second Batgirl after Barbara Gordon was shot and crippled. Yeah, she was
Got
the.
it.
I think she.
Yes, Cassandra Cain.
Yes, I think
Yes.
was she an Asian lady?
Yes.
Was she? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
she is. She is an Asian
She was an
lady.
Asian lady.
She
Yeah, and
wasn't
that
one.
she
She
wasn't one.
is one.
Wait.
She wasn't one. She is one.
Oh. Okay. Grammar.
Very present tense.
Well, do you think that means that they're going to have Barbara Gordon be Oracle in the film?
Oh, she, yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, unless they're completely just throwing out her character for now.
Well, like, I don't know. That to me, like, I really hope that they have her in it as Oracle because Oracle was a big part of the Birds of Prey.
That's
So,
true.
like, that would be really cool if they got, the main team of Black Canary, Cassandra Cain, and Huntress, and then also having Oracle in it, which would be freaking fantastic. But yeah, dude,
Yeah.
the cast looks fantastic for this.
Yes.
Honestly, this gets me really excited.
Yeah, maybe they're finally on the right track.
You would hope so.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
but
yeah, but also Batman vs Superman happened, so there's that.
that's also true.
And Suicide Squad.
And so,
Yeah. No. Okay, actually, I think I just read something about it being. Is it R rated? Hold on. Wait, hold on a minute.
uh-oh.
I don't know if I want it to be R rated.
I don't know. Me either.
It does. Not everything has to be.
That's true. Not
Oh
everything's an
yeah.
edge fest.
So I went in with. This is a quote from. I don't know who it's a quote from. I think it's. Oh, it's the director of the film who is a female, which is good. That's cool.
A female.
A female. I like that.
Female.
So I went in this with not with confidence, but at least a sense that I belonged in the room. That somehow magically, in terms of timing and luck, that this opportunity was open to me, and I was definitely going to make the best of it. Instead of the traditional sizzle reel, Yan said that she instead created her own version that thematically and tonally conveyed what you would feel in her movie. With the knowledge that this is an R-rated version, I'm interested to see how the violence and fighting will lend to the story, as sometimes sucker punch apologists to those as okay, no, sucker punch is terrible. Stop. But anyway, wow. Okay, so it's R-rated?
Wow.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
and this is only one source, so I wouldn't take that as gospel truth,
Right.
but I don't want it to be R-rated.
Yeah, I don't feel like much would be gained from that.
I mean, really, the only thing you're gonna like it for Birds of Prey, I don't know. It just doesn't really like. I don't want an R-rated Batman movie. Personally,
Yeah.
it
I
would.
mean, I
It
just feel
would
like that
work.
takes away.
Yeah,
Yeah, it definitely would.
it would work just like how this. I mean, sure, it can work. Have a darker
Mhm.
tone for it, sure, whatever. But like, it just doesn't need to be rated R. Like, it really doesn't. Like a Deadpool needed to be rated R. Makes sense.
Definitely. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
it flourished in that because that's the tone and character. Logan was rated R, and it flourished in that because you rarely got to see Wolverine dig in like you have in the comics, literally dig in to people. Ah,
In their
Venom
hand.
could have been rated R, but it also could have been a very good PG-13 movie because I mean, you think about it, like he's a Spider-Man character, so he doesn't have to be rated R.
Right.
it could have been a
but
cool
they're
rated R movie. Like, I mean, especially with
yeah,
how they cut around him biting off heads and stuff. It's like, it's very
right,
obvious that it was like, no, PG-13ify this.
yeah. It's
Uh,
like you guys need to do something about this
so I
now.
don't know.
Oh,
Like, I really don't get how it's going to be that much better as an R-rated movie. Like, we don't really need this. If anything should have been an R-rated movie, it should have been like Suicide Squad.
yeah. Like I don't see why any of these comic book movies are really trying to go for that R rating when it's not needed. Like Venom could have been, like we said, but Venom's doing fine as a
Unfortunately.
PG-13
Hey,
film.
speaking of Venom, you should watch my
Yeah.
video on it. Venom is the worst kind of movie. Backseat Director, first episode. You should check that out. Anyway, I'm done chilling. Go ahead.
It's a very, very hot seat. Very hot
It's a
seat.
hot seat.
Um,
Just like how
but
this
yeah,
tea is
no,
hot.
yeah, I feel like like all these comic book movies they lose a big chunk of their demographic whenever they just suddenly go off into R-rated territory.
Yeah,
So,
that's very true. Like, I mean, I looked at the audience of Venom whenever I went to go see it, and the majority of it was children
hmm
going to see
yeah,
Venom. So, like, yeah, no, I don't think, especially for the first superhero all-female team, I
right.
feel like you're alienating a lot of the young little girl audience that could look at this movie. First of all,
Yeah, and they
not only would they see a team of females, but they'd also see a very diverse team of females, where the lady that's playing Black Canary is a black lady. Cassandra Cain, if she is in it, is an Asian lady, and I think Huntress is white, but she might be Italian. Like, well, her character is Italian, but I don't know if the actress that's
right.
playing her is. And then also, if they have Oracle, then you would have a female who is disabled, in a wheelchair, giving a
Right. Yeah, that's a
character.
huge
Yeah,
demographic.
and I don't know. I feel like making this rated R would really alienate a huge portion of their possible audience, and it just doesn't feel like the right step for these characters. But
Yeah, no, I completely get that.
I mean, look, if the movie's good, it's good. Because I mean, I'm actually getting kind of excited for it because it looks good.
Oh
Especially,
yeah.
I mean, hey, if you want me to watch a movie, you put Ewan McGregor in it. It's like, ooh, that boy. I
Yeah.
love that guy. But yeah, no, I'm cautiously optimistic is about the word I would use for this. So,
Yeah.
but that's it for DC movie news. We only have one more news in the DC topic, and that's in TV. We got the official look at The Monitor and the Elseworlds crossover for the CW shows, and holy crap, dude.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love my monitor too.
Yeah, I love the monitor, the ankle monitor I wear, because I guess I shouldn't tell people that I'm under house arrest.
Yeah, it's okay. They would find out eventually.
Yeah, you're right. This is what we call jokes, by the way. Don't think I'm...
It's just one internet search away.
Just one internet search away. Just arrested. I see. No.
And they know everything.
Arrested for stealing 2 tons of peanut butter M&Ms. But yeah, no, we got the official first look at the kid. Why did that crack you up so much?
No, then I thought of something that was probably taking it slightly too far, but it's fine. Keep it going.
Okay, so we got the first look at the Monitor, and in the Elseworlds crossover for the CW shows, and he looks great, so comic accurate. Like, it's insane.
Yes.
The CW shows confuse me though, like, because
Yeah.
you'll have
They reel you in with that crossover.
yeah, well, they hit
They're like,
you
"Come
with
on."
something like this where it's super comic accurate and it looks great, and this Elseworlds thing looks amazing with this crossover. It looks super comic booky with Superman and everything. And by the way, once they do that freaking Superman show, I am there. But
I am in.
I am right there, brother. But and then, like, on Arrow, they introduced a character here recently. What was it called? Like something about like something about sound. I don't know what her name was. She's a recent comic book character. Have you been watching Arrow?
No.
Chase? Yeah, well, fair enough. I don't remember what the character's name was, but oh, Silencer. That's what it was. Silencer, right. I remember now.
Gotcha.
Um,
That has to do with the absence of sound.
yes, that's what I was thinking. It had something to do with sound, so shut up. That's a more recent comic book character, and she has superpowers in the comics, but in the show, they did the stupid thing where, it's technology. Like they did with Black Canary to begin with. Even though now Black
Right.
Canary has it, apparently, in the show, she has, like, the actual
Yeah,
scream.
it's weird. Like one of the original like Katie Cassidy Black Canary, hers was like a vocal thing, or like a technological thing. And then
What did you just say?
it was like a
Katie
technology
Cassidy?
thing. Yeah,
Who's that?
the girl who plays
Oh, the
Laurel
actress.
Lance.
I thought you were goofing up. I thought you were
No,
goofing up her name. That's bad. Okay,
no.
my bad. My B.
But
Keep going. Keep going.
so yeah, she played the original Laurel, and then there was that event crossover with Earth 2, and that's where we met. What was her name?
Siren,
Was it
something
just
or another. It's like
yeah,
Black
Siren,
Siren instead of
which
Black
is
Canary.
yeah, which is the evil Black Canary, which actually had the metahuman
Yeah.
power to do, you know, the Black Canary stuff without the technology. And then there's another girl who was a police officer that screamed while her partner was being shot as the power or the particle accelerator exploded, and that's how she got the the canary cry or whatever. And now that woman is the new Black Canary in the show. So it's not Katie Cassidy's Laurel Lance.
Huh.
Yes, but Siren is also on the fence of being a good guy or a bad guy. At least last season. So
Arrow is so weird when it comes to Black Canary, dude. I don't get it, man.
all right, they couldn't just get it right.
Just do it right the first time, and also don't kill off the characters in such a terribly violent way with no ceremony at all. They just kill that character,
Yeah,
and it's like, it's whatever. She dead.
leave her alone.
Why couldn't you just kill Felicity, man? I don't.
Just kill Felicity.
It's a terrible character. Kill off Felicity, please.
Heck yeah!
Heck
It's been
yeah.
a dang good day.
It's a dang good day that she's dead. But hey, that's it for DC news, dude. Yeah, no, so Marvel, that's it. That's left. And
Marvel,
it's
that's it.
only got 5 little
Bye,
bits of
everybody.
news, dude. It's going to be a quick episode this week. We're only now at the half-hour mark, so yeah, it's brisk. It's a brisk episode.
Yes.
Brisk Tea sponsored. No. Hey, if you want to sponsor us, we're on iTunes, really hitting the big leagues, so you could sponsor us. Give us a little whatever with our hundreds and hundreds
Say
of
hey.
non-existent listeners.
Say, hey, we'll give you this product. Just talk about it a little bit. Okay.
This episode's brought to you by Brisk Iced Tea. Dang it. Okay. But yeah. So into the Marvel news. So first bit of news, Senor Chase, is Avengers 4 is rumored to be 3 hours long.
Make it 8.
Dude, make it like a 24-hour movie. I will sit through it.
I would probably need to take a break, but yes, I would sleep.
Yeah. No, like have an intermission or whatever. Dude, I want freaking. I'm people are complaining about the 3 hour long, like about it being possibly 3 hours long. I'm like, first of all, Lord of the Rings. Okay.
Yeah.
Second of all, why are you complaining? You've sat through literally more than a day's worth. You've sat through like 2 days worth of movies so far, just up to this, not even counting the shows. And third of all, people be downing 13 hours of a Netflix show in one sitting. Come on now. Like, you can't.
Present.
Did you do all of Daredevil season 3 in one sitting?
Yep.
Dang.
Yep.
Yeah, I broke it up over 2 days
Yeah.
because I'm
No,
like
I think
I'm a
I
busy boy.
like I started on Friday and then I watched it like through Saturday. Like I didn't sleep much. Like
Dang, dude. Jeez.
there was like a good, 14-hour span
Yeah,
where I was just straight up binging.
14 hours, even though
Oh,
there was only 13 hours.
yes, because there's a moment where you got to pause and get some food
Fair
and then
enough.
come
Yeah, that's
back. So
that,
that's
okay. That's fair. That's fair.
14 hours. I was giving myself an hour leeway time.
Leeway. But yeah, no, dude, I'm all for Avengers 4 being 3 hours, especially with the amount of stuff they have to do in that movie.
Yeah, they've got a lot to cover.
And I just want to point out the fact that shows how far Marvel, like Disney's come with Marvel and trusting them. Because I feel like Thor: The Dark World could have been a much better film if they hadn't cut so much stuff out of it. Because apparently Malekith, literally the worst villain in the MCU, was supposed to have so much more in the movie, but it was cut because Disney didn't want the running time to be too much, because like if you get over a certain running time, you can't do as many showings in a day.
Yeah,
So I feel
that's
like
true.
Thor: The Dark World could have been an amazing film. But then again, if Thor: The Dark World was really good, we probably wouldn't have gotten Ragnarok.
Hmm.
So you know what?
Very true.
I'm okay with Thor: The Dark World being trash.
Okay, we'll take a loss for a bigger
We
win.
got Ragnarok, boy, and that movie was heat because it was Taika
Hmm.
Waititi, and that boy is a legend. But anyway, yeah. No. Avengers 4 being 3 hours long, bring it on, boy. Bring it on.
Hmm.
But so going from cool news to not so cool news, let's talk about James Gunn again. Okay, so for those that don't know,
God.
James Gunn, writer and director of the first two Guardians films, was fired from the third one after already writing it because of tweets that came up again from 10 years ago that he had already apologized for, even though those tweets were very not okay. He had apologized for it and he had changed as a person, and yet he was still fired for it 10 years after the fact. So,
Yep.
But he was fired, and now there's a billboard that was put up around 4 miles from Disneyland from a bunch of fans that says James Gunn for Volume 3.
Oh.
Yeah, someone posted a billboard up. Like a bunch of
Wow.
fans paid for it. I don't know, Chase, what do you think? Do you think...
I think that's amazing.
Well, first of all, I do want James Gunn to direct the third one.
Hmm.
I don't think you should really boot him off of it for something that he's apologized and done 10 years ago. I mean, if we really want to do that, do we want to fire Robert Downey Jr. because he used to have problems with substance abuse back in the day? Do we want to fire Josh Brolin because he had some risky stuff however many years ago? I mean, just going from the past, I don't know, it just doesn't work. These people have changed, and it's not very fair to do that to them, to fire them for what they did 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I feel like part of it is because he is such a behind the scenes person that his face isn't seen as much on the screen. So they're like, oh, well, no one will notice if we just kind of kick him a little bit.
See, I would think it would be it's the opposite, where it's oh, we won't fire him because nobody sees him type deal, you know? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And they're using his script either way, which is good. I'm glad.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not very fair. I mean, if he had made those tweets now, that would be a different conversation.
Right. Of course it would. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think he deserves to do the final, assumedly final Guardians film, because they seem to be doing it in trilogies.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool because he'd be the first MCU director to do all three of the movies. Because
That's true.
Iron Man 3, all three of them had different directors. Captain America, the first one was Joe Johnston. The second two were the Russo brothers. Thor, the first one was Kenneth Branagh. Second one was a guy I don't remember, someone from Game of Thrones. I don't remember who. And then the third one was Taika Waititi, the legend.
Yeah.
And then the first two Guardians were James Gunn, and the third one was going to be Gunn, but now it doesn't seem like that's going to happen, which sucks.
It's very true.
It's a really unfortunate situation for everyone, because even if Disney goes back and brings him back, then Disney looks really bad in doing it.
Yeah.
And honestly, what should have happened is that they should have just let it die down and then just keep going. Instead, they made a brash rush decision that resulted in a mess. Because now you got people like Batista going crazy on Twitter about it. Right. And it's, it really just it made a big mess.
Yeah, Disney made a huge executive decision over a snot-nosed kid who knows how to look up search history.
Yeah, because he got in some sort of argument over Twitter. And it just resulted in something being brought up from 10 years ago. And I don't know, it's stupid.
It really is. It's very dumb. So stupid. But he should be rehired under a new surname and let it be done.
Alan Smithy. There you go. Do you know what Alan Smithy is?
Hugh Janus.
You know what? I'm going to let that one slide. I won't edit that one out because anus is not that bad.
That's right. Woodrow, but don't have a paddle.
Dadgummit. Lars, pants on fars.
Yes.
No, but do you know who Alan Smithy is?
No.
Alan Smithy is the fake name that directors or people will use they will use that name because they are ashamed of the film they have made. So like Hellraiser 4 was directed by Alan Smithy because the director did not want to put his name on that movie.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
yeah.
Even though kind of Guardians 3 would probably be great, I don't know. Just do Alan Smithy.
Yeah, that would kind of be like an up yours to Disney.
In a way. I don't know. Like, I think Gunn should do Volume 3 because he seems like a nice dude either way. It's just, he was a dude who was trying to be an edgy guy back in the day, and he, changed.
Yeah. He was like, dark comedy's fun, right?
Oh, guys, look at me, I'm edgy. He was just doing that kind of thing.
Now watch me go pitch black comedy.
And then it got real bad. But, like, I don't know. It's just an unfortunate situation all around. But, hey, let's talk about some happier things. Well, you know what? I want to leave on a good note because the last couple of episodes we haven't left on a very good note.
That's right.
So let me do one of the I was going to use it as the last piece of news, but we'll use it now. Don't be too helpful for a Daredevil season 4.
Very true.
Luke Cage season 2 lost 59% of the viewers that it had in season 1. So over half. Iron Fist season 2 lost 64% of the viewers it had between season 1 and 2.
Oh my goodness.
Daredevil season 3 lost 57% of the viewers.
Oh my god.
That it had in season 2.
Jeez. Alright. Yep. Sorry, Charlie.
Which is really unfortunate because Daredevil is one of the best shows going on right now, period. Not just comic book, but like out of like almost any of the shows, it's an incredibly well-made film or show, not just like story-wise, but also like technicality. I mean, they have a whole one-shot fight scene that's like 10 to 12 minutes long in season 3, and it's incredible. So I don't know. I really hope it gets renewed, but then again, maybe it shouldn't be, because what if they just bring it back on the streaming service? Because I would prefer that. That would be best case scenario for all of this, is that they just they cancel
Yeah.
these shows and then bring them back on the Disney streaming app.
Right.
I would 100% be down for that, because then it also brings them closer to the shows, or the movie side, because there's the movie characters are getting shows. Speaking of which, ooh, that segue. I'm getting good at this. Winter Soldier and Falcon are getting a show confirmed.
That's right.
It's happening.
Yes.
Which is super exciting.
Bad Boys 4.
Bad Boys 4 Superhero Edition. You know, actually, they'd probably do that if Bad Boys for Life goes
because, yeah, Bad Boys 3 is a thing.
Yeah, isn't that happening in like 2020 or 2021 or something?
Yeah, it's coming.
All I know
they
is
just announced
Michael Bay is not directing that one.
Hey, all right.
But yeah, no, I'm so excited for that Winter Soldier Falcon show. Yes.
Oh yeah, they had such
to me.
good comedic timing.
Yeah,
in Civil War,
and the character chemistry is really top notch.
Yeah, and it helps a lot that they have great chemistry off set too.
Yeah, true.
Like if you ever watch their interviews with press or anything, they're always having a good time. They're always cutting up and joking with each other. It's like watching Chris Hemsworth and Chris Evans.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Those two, great chemistry offset.
And I feel like that's a really good idea. And you know what? If they do it this way, where Steve Rogers dies or doesn't become Captain America again in Avengers 4, right?
They could fight over who gets to be Captain America.
Or it could be a show called Captain America and Falcon, where Bucky becomes Cap, and then you have that would
also true.
That if that's the way they go, dude. First of all, let me tell you something. Take my money right now.
Like the first episode could be just Bucky looking at Sam and being like, "Dibs." And then he's wearing the costume and got the shield. He just looks at Falcon and goes, "Dibs," and then he's got it. Like that's how he wins.
It cuts in on Falcon trying to paint his wings red, white, and blue. It's like, nope, beat you to it.
Dibs. All right.
Well, and they've been hinting at him becoming Captain America. I feel like it's been leading to Bucky becoming Cap this entire time, because they've hinted at it a lot. Like in Captain America 1, he picks up the shield, throws it, and stuff like that. And Winter Soldier, he grabs the shield and uses it, like takes it from Cap whenever they were fighting. They've been like, hinting at it a lot. And like in
Civil War, they had that fight scene.
Yeah, where they were passing it back and forth and stuff. That was cool. So I feel like they've been hinting at it a lot, and it would make more sense character-wise for Bucky to become Captain America.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I want it to go, is that is for Bucky to become Cap. If Steve Rogers does die, or I would rather him become more of a Nick Fury role. That's my thing. I would like him to be, less. Don't put him in the movies as much, but have him show up.
Mm-hmm.
Have him be in like a Winter Soldier style jumpsuit thing, like he had the stealth suit, where it's kind of baggy-ish, so he doesn't always have to just be working out all the time. You don't have to have him doing bicep curls with a helicopter like you did in Civil War.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
Nah.
And just have him show up in like a Captain America movie, or a Spider-Man movie, or just have him show up in certain movies, have him in the next Avengers, something like that. You don't have to have him be Captain America, because he's kind of grown beyond that title, because he's not. Whenever you look at him, you don't just see Captain America, you see Steve Rogers as a person.
That's true.
It's not just the title.
I feel like this, with Steve Rogers, Captain America, possibly dying / being put on the bench, also brings up a new idea of kind of passing on the torch.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended. To like start, maybe Hawkeye quits and a new Archer steps up.
Kate Bishop becomes
and,
next.
Yeah, Iron Man, Tony becomes, old and fragile and can no longer wear the suit.
What you trying to say
So
about Robert Downey Jr.?
I'm just saying, he's coming up on the age, all right?
It's messed up.
So dementia
It's
is
messed up.
setting in.
Whoa,
So
whoa, whoa.
so, it's just having like that, seeing how this goes, like passing on the Captain America name, the torch, all that good stuff. Seeing how that goes and how the audience responds to that would be, you know, the first thing to see, like, well, if a new Iron Man comes up, are people going to be okay with that?
Mm.
Like, if people start getting replaced, how is that going to go?
And they started already like introducing the idea of legacy heroes, like with Ant-Man where you had Hank Pym being Ant-Man in the 60s and now Scott Lang is Ant-Man in the current films and currently.
Right.
So they have the idea of legacy heroes already, but they haven't really gone full-fledged into like having like a character that you grow with pass on the mantle to another character. So like having Bucky take up the shield could open up the idea, open up like the audience to ideas of like a Miles Morales taking over for Spider-Man whenever Peter Parker dies or becomes a mentor type, something like that. Um,
Mm.
it really opens up everything for something like that, like Kate Bishop becoming Hawkeye if Hawkeye doesn't even. I mean, heck, you could do like what they have in the comics where it's like there's two Hawkeyes. It's weird, but it's what it is. Or
Well, I mean, it makes sense. There's one Hawkeye, but Hawks have two eyes. So,
Daggone, man. It's like it wasn't even funny, but it was. But like, yeah, no, like, and or I mean, you could have Hawkeye stay Ronin because it seems like he's going to be Ronin in Avengers 4 and all
yeah,
that, and that's exciting. So it really just depends upon how they're going to take everything moving forward, because you could start really having a lot of those legacy heroes, which I am all down for. I mean, heck, even Rhodey became Iron Man for a while. Dude,
right.
I would see a War Machine trilogy
Oh yeah,
where he becomes Iron Man, like Tony Stark retires, or I doubt he'll die, honestly. But like
yeah.
that would be cool. I mean, see these
Robert
characters that we've.
RD
Sorry, go ahead.
RDJ is gonna be like Stan Lee. He's gonna be like 97,
And he's still Iron
putting
Man
on the Iron Man
in
suit.
40 years.
Yeah.
When we still got MCU movies and we're still making podcasts that no one listens to.
Yes.
We're just like, yeah,
Well,
let me tell you something. Daggone it, man.
it's gonna make so
But yeah, like
much
I
sense.
like how we went from talking about the streaming service show to talking about the idea of legacy character. But you know what? It works. I am all for a Winter Soldier Falcon series, as you can tell, and obviously Chase is too.
Yeah.
The Disney streaming service is sounding better and better as like time goes on. Because I mean, not only are we getting stuff like the Mandalorian, but we're also getting all of these Disney shows. There's a big rumor floating around right now because they've talked about like a really big project that they're talking about for the series, and a lot of people are speculating that it's Spider-Man.
Ooh.
They could do that because Marvel has the TV rights for Spider-Man.
Ooh. That would be
so
nice.
They don't even have to go to Sony for that.
No, they could just do it.
They could just do it because they had the TV rights for it.
Just be like, Tom, you down? Let's go. Like,
but here's an idea. Just going to whet the appetite, all right? You could do anything with this mini-series with Spider-Man, implying that they're doing it, because we don't even know if they are. They probably aren't. Just, let's be real. We don't know.
True.
We don't know. Grain of salt. This is just me speculating.
I don't know anything.
Imagine this.
Right.
It's not just a Spider-Man show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mini-series of Spider-Man and Daredevil.
Ooh.
Imagine how cool that
Okay.
would be.
That would be
Because they've
pretty
been
sweet.
talking about it so much, how they want to do it, and how much like all the actors want to do it. They want to do it. The people behind the movies want to do it.
Hmm.
Don't just have him a cameo in the movies. As much as I would love that, what if they gave him a whole mini series? You have you bring Kingpin back,
Hmm.
where he starts menacing Spider-Man because he's like, I'll leave Hell's Kitchen alone because Daredevil's just screaming that I beat you while he's looking at my chest because he's blind. Wow, that was dark. Uh, that was one
Mm-hmm.
thing about that scene. He pulls it up and he's looking down, and I was like, oh, that's right, he's blind. I forgot.
Crap.
I can.
Ah.
Well, you forget about it for a while because
Yeah, you
I
do.
mean, he has the mask on, so you don't think about how he's blind, and then he pulls up his mask, and his eyes aren't meeting other people, and it's like, oh, that's right, forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Charlie Cox said
Very
he
true.
he like blew a Star Wars audition because he wasn't looking anybody in the eyes because he was so used to Daredevil.
Oh
He
man,
probably could have played Solo.
that's so great, but also depressing at
Yeah,
the
I feel
same
so
time.
sorry for that dude that happened.
Yeah, like
He gets so used to
ah.
playing a blind man that he starts not meeting people's eyes.
Imagine Charlie Cox going through day to day, just at home, and he's got his cane out, and he's just like trying to make it.
He's like, "No,
He's like,
guys,
crap,
I'm actually."
I can
He
see.
puts on the red glasses and he's like, "Wait a minute." Doesn't even look at the
Wait,
TV when he's watching it.
yeah, he's like, ah,
Oh
yes.
wait, no, I can see that. But yeah, I think that would be awesome. Just have a a Spider-Man Daredevil's show would be awesome. You can do anything with a streaming service. That's what's so exciting about it, and that's why I'm super excited for this Scarlet Witch show. Like, because I've wanted more Scarlet Witch for forever now,
Right.
and like because she's a really great character and she needs to have more to do in the movies, and so far she's been a real side character. So it's cool to see that she's getting a show, and they confirmed this week that Vision is going to have a large role in the show.
Hey,
Which I mean, like, yeah, I mean, no duh, he's going to
so
have a large role. I
prequel.
don't think so. We'll see how
So
Avengers
it's
4
gonna
ends.
be like,
What if
so
it's
it's gonna be Scarlet Witch coping with the Vision being gone, and it's just like his mannequin torso, and she's like playing dress up, just like, so hey Vision, how's your day today? And he's just sitting there dead.
you make a joke about her being a psychopath like that, but it's not too far off from the comics sometimes whenever she actually went
I
kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Um we
And
were
then she's like, would you like some tea today? And then she pours the tea.
well,
And
there's
she's like, nom 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 nom, good tea. And she pours it in his mouth, and he can't eat it
just
or
sparks
drink
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah, it's just.
This is so stupid.
That's funny.
Tag on it. But like, here's my thinking about it. Either A, they bring back Vision because you could time travel or something like that,
Would
right?
you like a sandwich, Viz? Nom 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 nom. I got you a sub from Subway, just like you like it. Oh, that is freaking hilarious. Okay, onward and upward, my friend.
But yeah, so what I was saying is like my ideas behind it is you could bring back Vision
Hmm.
and but he's like emotionless because there was
Got
a
it.
there was a period of that in the comics where Vision, like, that consciousness died,
Gotcha.
and he was like an emotionless robot where he was Vision but he wasn't, type deal.
Right. He was
And
Vision, but he wasn't Jarvis.
well, I mean, he was never Jarvis in the comics. Jarvis is a human
True.
in the comics.
That's also true. Dang it.
Booyah, gotcha. But
Continue.
but what was I saying? Right. You could have it like that, or the idea that Vision will have a large role in the show is that it's the memory of Vision that will have a large role in the show.
Okay.
Kind of like how, did you watch Agent Carter?
Yes.
Okay, you know how in the first season Captain America had a huge role in it, but he wasn't in it.
Right.
Something like that, where it's like the idea of losing vision is what drives a lot of what Scarlet Witch to do. Like, what if this? Like, here's an idea.
Kind of like Supergirl season 1 had Superman in it, but he wasn't in it.
Well, here's my idea, right? By the way, what do you keep tapping? Can you stop? That's really loud.
Oh, my bad.
You Gucci, but
I'm not.
but okay. So here's my idea. Like, here's how I would do the show, right? This is my Scarlet Witch show. First of all, since you can do a lot with this show, right?
First of all, get rid of Scarlet Witch.
What? No. Not in a million years. She's awesome. So shut your face. No, but first of all, don't do Scarlet Witch. Do a Howard the Duck 30
Make
episode
Scarlet Witch
series
a side character.
to Howard the Duck and Squirrel Girl. No, don't do that, please. But no, but like here's what I would do. You have it be a show where she's dealing with the loss of not only vision, but losing vision has also brought up those buried feelings of losing her brother Pietro Quicksilver.
Right.
And you introduce more of the extent of Wanda's powers.
Okay.
Have the series be kind of about her looking for purpose and a place to belong, right?
Yeah.
Which is, first of all, that's just a powerful thing in general, is just trying to find a place where you belong. I think everybody resonates with that on a personal level, but you have that where the two people that really care for her the most are gone.
Right.
Especially if Captain America dies, because there's this like unspoken thing between Captain America and Scarlet Witch where it's like a Tony Peter Parker relationship where it looks like he's like older brother mentor type thing.
Yeah.
Like it's only hinted at, but it I would like to see something like that. But you have something like that that's hinted at, right? Or even if he dies, then that's like a whole nother thing that she's lost. So you have her looking more into like who she is and stuff like that. You maybe have a cameo from Doctor Strange where she starts learning more actual magic, not just whatever her powers are, right?
Not just, let me do this hand motion.
Not just like, I got this sparkly red stuff coming out my hands and boom,
yeah,
I got
at a rave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, said, no.
But yeah, no, and she starts actually having not just her abilities, but also actual magic like she does in the comics. So have her introduce Doctor Strange, like have that kind of like for an episode have Strange in it or something like that, because Cumberbatch would totally do it. He does Sherlock, so
he does TV.
He would do it. So like that's not out of the question. But then you also introduce that reality thing that she does in the comics.
Yeah,
well,
her yeah.
Because she is such a powerful character that she can bend reality.
Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit about this before we started recording, but like my idea, something like this is there's this story called The House of M, where after the Avengers were disassembled, Scarlet Witch lost her kids and all this stuff. She was going absolutely crazy, and the Avengers and the X-Men were meeting, and they were like, maybe we should kill her. Which is dark.
Maybe
but they were talking about it because
something.
Yeah, they were like, the reality might crack in half.
She's going somewhat crazy. We need to fix this.
And Quicksilver had rushed over and heard about it, right?
You could say he ran over.
That he literally did. He literally ran over. And he overheard them talking about it, and he rushed back to Genosha, where his father Magneto and Scarlet Witch were, and they were like, just want to freaking come to kill him. And Magneto's like, and by the way, this is like a huge twist in the comics whenever you find out that it was Quicksilver's fault. But because for the whole time you're thinking it was Magneto or whatever. But what happens is Quicksilver convinces Scarlet Witch to change all of reality.
Right.
Yeah, like you think for the longest time that it was Magneto that did it and all that stuff. And so he changes all of reality to make it like the perfect utopia for everybody. So like Spider-Man is like a hero, also like a celebrity in a way. He's married to Gwen Stacy, and they have a kid. Yeah, Captain America never was frozen in the ice, and he's an old man now. Mutants are everywhere. Everyone loves mutants, stuff like that. Doctor Strange is a psychologist. You have all these really cool things going on, and and you get back to Wolverine, and he remembers. He starts remembering, and he wakes up, and Mystique's there with him, who is apparently his wife, and he's like, "What the heck is going on? Tell me what's going on." And she's like, "What? Okay, calm down, James. Like, calm down a little bit. What the heck is going on?" And he rushes out, and he's on top of a helicarrier, and he's like the leader of Shield. He's like the Nick Fury of that whole universe. And eventually he remembers, and they find a mutant that has the ability to make them remember. And so they start going around to some of the heroes and get them to remember the real world. And so they go to Scarlet Witch. It's a whole thing. And keep in mind, this is after Avengers Disassembled, which was the story line that it was the story that like the Avengers were completely destroyed. Like it was all these things happened all at once. Like people like got blown up and stuff, and all of a sudden like aliens attacked, all this whatever. Hawkeye died. All this great, real fun for the whole family stuff, and so right. So it was after this, and it turned out that like it was Scarlet Witch's fault for doing that. It was her fault because it was her. And that like Vision died and all this other crazy stuff happened. Like Ultron came back and all whatever. And so and then that's why House of M happened, and then in this new universe Hawkeye is alive and all that stuff, and he finds out about all this whatever happening, and this is a huge deal, and he comes and they all start confronting Wanda about what's going on, and she's like, "I was just trying to make everyone happy." And she's like, I whatever, I'll take care of the problem now. And she like whispers 3 words: "No more mutants."
Oh.
Yeah, and so they go back to how things were before, and so, but a lot of people have lost their powers. Like a lot of the mutants there were a lot of mutants, like thousands of them. It was reduced to like 100 and so.
Right.
Like people like Iceman lost their powers. I just dropped the freaking crap. But like Iceman lost his powers and stuff like that. Wolverine remembered who he was. He didn't have he had his entire memory back and everything. And Hawkeye was alive.
Wow.
So yeah, she changed all of reality back again. And so like I think they might pull something like that, but the opposite, where she finds out that what happened when the scepter did whatever to her and Quicksilver, it activated their mutant gene.
Right.
And so at the end of the show, she she whispers, I don't know, mutants or more mutants or blah, 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 something like that, right?
Please, more mutants.
And then all of reality changed. But it's like you could already have characters like the X-Men showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And you just be like, it's there's not many mutants. It's a small group of people. There's not many of them or whatever. And then that triggers more mutants showing up, like exponentially showing up more and more and more and more. And that's an easy way of explaining it.
Yeah,
Like, and I feel
it's
like that
definitely
would
a
work
good
really well.
way of doing it.
It's an easy way of doing it, and it's a really like it's a real like natural progression. It feels really human and good. So like I feel that's how I
Yeah,
would do it, at least. That's my way of doing things.
sure,
That's my way of like,
sure.
because you could get like Eternals introducing the idea of the X gene, and then
Hmm.
Scarlet Witch the show doing it, and then you get an X-Men movie.
Yeah,
And you talk about what happened in the Scarlet Witch movie. Have Scarlet Witch in it, because you can just be like, hey, they're mutants. It's okay. We'll talk about it now because we've got the
yeah.
rights. I mean, heck, I want them to bring back Quicksilver now. Honestly, I wish
Right.
they didn't kill him off to begin with, but I mean, then again, we don't know how the end of Infinity War is going to be, where they might just bring back those characters.
That's very true.
But
We
yeah,
shall
this
see.
wound up being a bit longer than we thought because we just got into discussion mode, but I
It's
am not
fine.
complaining. Uh,
No.
so yeah, that was this episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, tell the world about us, guys. Tell them that you can find us on iTunes and SoundCloud and YouTube. We're on iTunes.
That's right.
Freaking jazzed about it, boy.
We own it.
We yes, we own iTunes. We own Apple now.
No, not we own it. We own it.
Yeah, but we do own iTunes though.
We own it.
Oh, you Ultron a little bit there, baby boy.
We own the iTunes.
That's a whole lot of Ultronage I'm getting right now.
Uh-oh.
This is falling apart as the minute progresses. Well,
Uh,
guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, follow us. Leave a review if you're on iTunes. Give us that 5 stars. If you don't, I mean, honestly, that's just a little bit rude. But like, if you give us anything less than 5 stars, like don't do that. That's upsetting. So, give us a 5-star review on iTunes. Hit that follow button or subscribe button. Like it on SoundCloud. Follow on there if you're listening to it there. And on iTunes or YouTube, obviously, just like, comment, subscribe. All that jazz. And yeah, guys, if you want to follow the show, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Heroic Power ENT. You can follow me at Chase. Nope. Hold on a minute. You can follow me at Captain JSSG on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And you can follow Chase Galleon at. What you just yelled? You can follow Chase on Instagram at Chase.Galleon1, Twitter at Galleon_Chase, and Snapchat at Chase.Galleon. Why does all your stuff have to be different? It makes no sense. I don't know if Chase can even hear me at this point because the internet's so bad. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, there you go. Well, you're actually back now. Well, hey, okay, we get to. Oh, nope, he's. I don't know. Look, we're gonna end it before Skype just takes a big fat duty all over our hopes and dreams. So, for Heroic Power Entertainment, I'm Joseph Galleon.
And I'm me.
Oh, he is actually here. Look at that, boys.
Yes.
Skype didn't kill us yet. All right, bye.
No.